Tesco Bank had a space in which fintech was being tackled by great teams of data scientists, economists, bankers, but actually they were missing a creative spark. So the Mercury programme was very much to think about what fintech by design or fintech through the lens of creatives might be like. Very top level, we had a series of talks, 24 academics, all from the University of Edinburgh, all specialists in their spaces, talking about particular aspects of the digital economy, from blockchain all the way through to data ethics. So at times you'd get 60 people involved in a lecture, on another day you'd have 24 people working really closely on a prototype.
Some of it was a real immersion into some leading thinking from the various academics and researchers that we had access to through Chris, and that was really just to snap people out of the day-to-day problems that they work on, whether it's mobile banking, it's always the same stuff every day, to give our people a new perspective. We also had some more immersive sessions, so really breaking out problems, rapidly prototyping ideas just to sort of explore things, and then we gradually moved towards project phases.
We're benefiting through a terrific partnership, a marriage, which we can now take into research, and then the products themselves, they're great, 3 great minimum viable products which are exposed to the public.
It's interesting watching people walking into the pavilion for a start. It's eye-catching and funky, and so people already are thinking, what is in there? What's behind all the noodles and what's going on? Deed It is a web app, it's a digital service where people can come along and record their good deed that they've done. The university has definitely been the ones that have pushed us to think differently and that anything's possible.
My background is in product design and interaction design, developing playful or provocative interactions with some of the work in the pavilion. That's how I saw my role, was trying to push the projects away from just making an app, but to make it a bit more accessible to different audiences.
Often we do things that we already know about, so we've got a credit card or a current account and we want to improve it, whereas what we were saying here is actually you can come up with something from scratch and implement it, and that's been a really amazing thing to do.
Not easy, I don't think, to put a challenger bank alongside a design department. So the Edinburgh Innovations team, and particularly the wide consultancy team, were very helpful at making sure that when we started the idea, as it started snowballing, that the contracts were in place, that the expectations were met, both financially, but culturally, creatively, and the output that we see in George Street at the moment.
Edinburgh has a burgeoning fintech scene, and we're obviously interested in innovation and where fintech might lead for us as a bank. Our connection with the university has been vital to hook us into that ecosystem, and it's great to be part of that ecosystem as well, hopefully at the beginning. And of course all of that relates brilliantly to the regional city deal for data, which we all feel like we're at the start of something quite special for the city.